rolling along with the French Open coverage. Guys, if you came to this channel yesterday, you would have saw a list of women's contenders, not the favorites. That's coming up later in the week. Now we're going to do the same thing here on the men's side of things. Let's get this video started with two people that I have on the contenders list that normally would have been in the favorites. Going to get started with Alexander Zverev. Guys, Verv, I get it. You're saying, yeah, he's done great at the French Open before, finalist last year. One of the top players in the world. Why isn't he in the favorites? We haven't seen anything really big out of Zverev since the Australian Open, guys. He's had the chance as a #1 seed in all these tournaments with Sinner without these doping suspensions. Didn't do anything with those. So far, this clay season has been quiet. Now, he did play a little bit better at the Italian Open. That's a good sign for him. But still, I just can't put him on the favorites list when we haven't seen a big jump from him, except for this year's Australian Open. Since then, like I said, it's been quiet. Now, this next one, you could probably make the case not to even have him on the list at all, but I'm going to give you a little pushback on that one, and it's Novak Djokovic. Guys, Novak Djokovic, he's won this tournament a few times, right? 3-time French Open champion. Also, let's remember he played well at the Australian Open this year and made the finals at Miami. So, given all the history, the greatest player of all time, and we've seen a little bit of success out of him this year, I wouldn't feel comfortable just kicking him to the curb and not putting him on this list. Yes, he's not a favorite with the way that he's been playing. He's had a bad showing so far here on clay this year, 2025. But still, Novak Djokovic, I like that he took the Italian Open off to rest and get his mind ready. If he's mentally dialed in, feeling physically fit, he could still make a run, guys. All right, now let's move along. Now, the next guy that I want to talk about, guys, is somebody who's been having a very good year, little underappreciated, in Alex de Minaur. For de Minaur, guys, so far this clay season, it's been very, very good, except for the Italian Open, a little bit of a hiccup there. But outside of that, guys, he's been making deep runs into every single tournament. Had that good showing at Monte Carlo. And overall here this year, guys, in 2025, he's been making it very deep into almost every single tournament that he enters. De Minaur, definitely somebody that's in play. Another guy that I think's in play here is going to be Holger Rune. Now, guys, for Holger Rune, right? He was a finalist at Indian Wells prior to the clay season. Now on clay, he did win the Barcelona tournament, and he beat Carlos Alcaraz in the final. Don't give up on Holger Rune, guys. I know he didn't have a good showing at the Italian Open, but guys, he's somebody, if he's playing at his best, he could definitely make a run in this year's French Open. Also, guys, Tommy Paul, we just saw this at the Italian Open. If you don't bring your A game against Tommy Paul, you will lose. No matter what seed you are, you have to bring your A game against Tommy Paul. He's well-rounded. He's good on every surface. And, guys, in these major championships, he tends to always beat the guys he's supposed to beat. So expect him to make a deep run. I know he's seated just outside the top 10, but he's a guy that could definitely be into a second week of this year's tournament, and who knows, maybe even a little further. All right, want to talk about a few other guys. I don't know if you want to consider these guys dark horses or not, but nonetheless, guys that we got to talk about. Arthur Fils, guys, very good clay season so far. Again, somebody you have to bring your A game against, the way he's been playing right now on clay. And remember, the start of this clay season at Monte Carlo, amazing tournament from him. I've seen a lot of good stuff out of his game on this clay season. I really like him in this year's French Open. And then, guys, of course, Jakub Mensik, who did win the tournament in Miami this year. That was kind of his big coming out party there, a guy to keep an eye out on all these tournaments. Obviously not winning like he did in Miami, but still, he's making deep runs in these tournaments, guys. He's playing very, very well. Jakub Mensik, I think, is definitely going to be a contender in this year's French Open. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Roland Garros is literally right around the corner, just a few days away. I'm so excited. I hope you guys are too. Do me a favor, please like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'm going to have continued coverage for Roland Garros right here. Coming up later in this week, we have the favorites on both the women's tournament and the men's tournament, and we end the week with a preview and prediction of both the women's and the men's tournament. So keep coming right here for all your coverage for Roland Garros. Like I said, more coverage coming right here on this YouTube channel.